This looks like a sign of weakness from the opponent. What will they do against such powerful legendary creatures? Trigger on the stack. Welcome, vintage gamers, to a Wednesday night vintage league. Chat and I have been brewing Esper Legends, you know, the very powerful standard deck. Why not vintage? Don't laugh at me. So here is our Esper Legends deck. The key payoff here is we got the Plaza of Heroes, which lets us cast any color for legendary spells, and then once we have legends in play, it makes mana of any of those colors. Also, it can be hexproof and indestructibility for all our legend or target legendary creature. I'm learning. So the idea about this deck is to play Thalias and Lavinias, and then follow them up with powerful 3-drops like Rafine Scheming Seer, and then counter all of my opponent's spells and attack them for lethal damage. I have included a variety of powerful legendary creatures, such as Yoshimaru, Ever Faithful, Jace, the Vryn's Prodigy, a Kambal, Console of Allocation, and of course, everyone's favorite Shieldred. Not to mention, Planeswalkers are legendary, so we have some Teferis, and even anti-Doomsday Extraordinaire Gideon of the Trials. Yeah. I got some Mox Ambers because we'll probably have some legendaries in play, and we have some Wastelands because this is vintage. Do I have anything more to say about this deck? I have a nice sideboard full of very vintage cards like 4 Ley Line, 4 Null Rod, and hopefully that gets us there. We have the full 4 Swords to Plowshares, and the numbers in this deck are extremely calculated. Much thought went into them, and I expect a brilliant performance. I'll see you in round 1. If you'd like to see your deck played on this channel, check out the Patreon link in the description below, where you can find all the information you need to submit a donation deck list. Let's battle. Okay, welcome to round 1, where we have a perfect hand of no castable Magic the Gathering cards. We are up against Combo Extraordinaire, so our deck should theoretically be at its best versus Combo. We have Thalia, we have Lavinia, we have 6 Forces. Unfortunately, this hand doesn't have Forces or cast spells, so we're gonna put this one back. Yeah, this hand also doesn't do that, but it does have Force. I think this one goes back too. I trust me. I put non-wasteland mana in our deck. I definitely put non-wasteland mana in our deck. I think we're probably up against Jewel Shops, and so I do want to have a Force in my opening hand, but I don't believe I can really keep this. If I had, you know, the ability to play Athalia on turn 1 plus Force, this Jace is just not cast. Nothing is castable, and I think that's a problem. I mean, 1 Wasteland, 1 Negation is sometimes enough to stop Jewel Shops. So we could keep this hand. We do have a lot worse hands than this. I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, perfect. This hand much better. Keep. Let's get rid of the Gideon of the Trials and the Swords to Plowshares, and keep the other cards, I guess. Hopefully we don't get turn 1. Uh-oh. Fair enough. Fair enough. The 6-card hand would have been better. All right. Well, I have an Underground Sea. Surely they don't have Workshop Coveted Jewel, right? Oh my god, you made a whole nother drink? All right, fine. I don't have to drink it? Yeah, I have to drink it. Ooh, should we Wasteland? We might actually have to wasteland. Like, we don't want to wasteland, but I don't think we can afford to give them 6 mana. Like, maybe they have no more lands, right? Oh, they have no more lands. Okay, the game is on. Well, the game is not exactly on until I draw another land, but the game could theoretically be on. Imagine if we draw another wasteland. Okay, all right, okay. Come on, baby, come on. Just give me some lands. Any land in my entire deck. That's a chalice. Well, still can't cast anything. It's okay. They missed. They missed. They missed. They missed. Everything's fine. This game is totally winnable if I just can draw lands. That is not a land. They drew a land first, and it's a workshop. Oh, my opponent. Why are you like this? Unfortunate. And the game ends. It was so close. It was so close. I legitimately think if either of these two draws were lands, I think we were probably ahead. Okay, they're passing a turn here. We can draw a land, and I think that still loses, unfortunately, now. All right, fine. It wasn't to be. I mean, there was obvious downsides to wastelanding, but wastelanding gave us an opportunity. The good news is our deck. If our deck should beat anything, it should be beating Jewel Shops, because this deck is really, really hateful against Jewel. Like, really hateful against Jewel. Like, oh, we just all lose on the spot if we didn't wasteland, for sure. Probably want a needle. I actually think Misstep is kind of good. I don't think Kataki is the plan. Null Rod is the plan. My opponent's deck doesn't really care about Kataki in any world. I mean, if you showed me this 60 cards and said, does it beat Jewel? I would say yes. I would say yes. What matchup is Kataki for? Workshops, but not combo workshops. All right, come on. Turn 1 Lavinia. Man, this is the kind of hand I keep cast Ancestral, resolve it, and lose. But I think I have to keep this hand. Chalice is great on Chalice on 0. Needle is for either Saga or for Vault Key. Like, I think my opponent's deck can't really beat us with combo if we have a good game, and so naming Saga might be pretty important. Yeah, I mean, this hand has got risk involved. My opponent has mulligan to 4, though. Like, if we go Ancestral, draw Force, and then untap and Null Rod, they lose. They lose. How do they beat Gideon? They just Vault Key and Saga tokens. The Gideon doesn't really help. All right, Underground Sea, go. Opponent's deck has Misstep. They have 4 cards, though, so it's kind of unlikely. All right, we drew Force. That's perfect. We drew Force. We drew Strip Mine. This is great. Everything is great. Beautiful. Uh-huh. That's a lot of mana. Uh-huh. That's a lot of mana. Man, Jewel is such a good deck. Imagine if they had Pack backup. All right. We're going to Null Rod our opponent here. And then we're going to Strip Mine our opponent and Null Rod them again. We might, yeah, I mean, it depends if they have a Saga or not. The game is over. We have won the game. I actually think we don't strip mine them. We just hold strip mine for Saga, and we just instead play a, I don't know, play a Camball, or I mean, I guess we play Teferi first. Saga can't be activated currently, but if they go like Saga Ancient Doom, it can. I'm aware that they cannot currently activate Saga, but if they played a Saga, I would still have to. All right, black, white, Campbell. Oh. Deck's perfect. Look at that. What up, Doom Waking crew? Hope you had a fun stream. We are currently playing Esper Legends in Vintage. And we just won a game, so... broken? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 7. Ooh, our blue count is a little on the sus side. Wait, how did we not figure this out while we were building the deck? Oh no, it's 20. So it was 21? Okay, 21 is fine. Okay. Resubmit. No Rod, good magic card. Agreed. My opponent still played a turn 1 6-drop. And if we didn't draw Force off Ancestral, we would have lost the game. Oh, we're hydrating. Let me tell you. I got all kinds of things. Now, is this a keep? I kind of think this is not a keep. It doesn't have a turn 1 Force of Will against Jewel. So I think we have to mulligan it. Even though we have Ancestral and Lavinia and Time Walk, I just don't think you're allowed to keep this hand against Jewel Shops. I'm just going to mulligan this. All right, this hand's much better. I've got a Force. I've got a Null Rod. I have Wastelands. This hand is just a lot better. I'm going to put back the Teferi and keep multiple Wasteland Null Rod. All right, my opponent kept a 6-card Jewel Shops hand. Let's see what happens. I mean, my opponent could still play turn 1 Jewel with Force backup, so... They've had turn 1 Workshop in all 3 games, and also had a Lotus in 2 of the games. Got Force backup. No Force backup. All right. So I think this time we are going to Wasteland the Workshop here. It should turn off a variety of things for them. And we have backup Wasteland for Saga. You just can't keep those kind of hands in Vintage against Jewel Shops. Jewel Shops is a turn 1, turn 2 combo deck that you need to be prepared for. I'm just going to hit this Saga. We can't let this happen either. Now, if they have a second Saga, things get really bad for us. Unless we hit, like, fast mana on this Null Rod. All right. That's a great hand from them. Turn 1 Jewel into double Saga is basically exactly what they were looking for. And we didn't hit fast mana of our own. Do they have a follow-up mana source to make constructs? They do. Yeah, I mean, I think we're losing this game. That's a great hand from them. This is basically exactly why you play Jewel Shops. You can play turn 1 combo that requires Force, and then you have backup Saga plan. Unfortunately, if they didn't have an Ancient Tomb here, we could actually Null Rod their Ruby and only get them 1 construct. I actually think we're still supposed to Null Rod them just so that whatever they get off this Saga isn't as bad for us, but it's really bad for us here. Unfortunately, we're just so far behind in mana that I don't think we're ever going to be able to come back from 2/4/4s. We really needed this mana source to not be an Ancient Tomb. I don't know if it matters at all which land I take. I don't think it matters at all which land I take. Yeah, I mean, second saga was the problem. Like, I guess I theoretically could have not wastelanded their workshop, but it doesn't feel right to me. Them having second saga is just really bad. We don't really have answers to these constructs in our deck. The answer to the constructs was supposed to be Null Rod and Wasteland. So I mean, it's possible that I made the mistake in Wastelanding Workshop. I could see that being true. Yeah, we have so many bad draws in our deck, too. It's going to be really hard. I don't think we have any outs here. We have Teferis and stuff, but we don't have any mana, right? We're going to take 8, and then we're going to take 4, and then it's just a nightmare. I mean, they brought in Dismember, yeah. I guess we have Lavinias in our deck. Yeah, I mean, Kataki doesn't do anything, so right, we didn't bring in Kataki. They had like a very, very good 7, so there's not, I mean, or just very, very good 6-card hand. I think we do probably win this game if I just don't wasteland the workshop, though. So maybe it's just my mistake. Kind of seems like it's my mistake. I'm just not supposed to wasteland the workshop there. All right, let's try this again. We're up against Prince here, who likes to play a lot of Esper, sorry, not Esper, Coveted Jewel, but also has plenty of other decks in their arsenal. So we'll see what they have for us here. We have a nice counter hand. No, I think we had the Null Rod before we wasted. Maybe not. I can't remember. Like, I'm not sure. There is like real merit to wastelanding the workshop. I don't think it's unreasonable to wasteland the workshop. I just don't know if we should be playing around Saga more than that. Second Saga, I guess. Because we had 2 wastelands. Anyways, let's move on. Let's play against this matchup here. Is it going to be another Coveted Jewel deck? It sure looks like it. Karn? Tinker? Time Walk. Huh. Okay. Ancestral? I think they have such a low amount of cards in their hand that this is pretty good for us. And if they don't hit something good to make this saga happen. So their hand was Black Lotus, Time Walk, Ancestral, Saga? Ancient Tomb? Okay. Coveted Jewel is a great deck. Really strong. Okay. Time Vault. Sure. Second Saga? No second Saga. All right. 3-3. All right. That's a 1-4. Uh-huh. That's not 4-4 now. We can't beat a single Saga token, can we? No, we have swords in our deck. We have swords in our deck. Maybe I was supposed to leave in some swords last game. I don't know. It's okay. We have Mox Amber, so we can hold up Flusterstorm after we resolve Rafine. Things are bad. Is this a PO? Oh, yeah, we can't let that happen. I mean, the Saga was fine. The card that was unbeatable there was Time Walk in combination with the Saga. Oh, we have Force Blue card? Bro, what if I had swords, man? Yikes. Our opponent's hands have been so much more powerful than ours. And not because of any of the cards that we don't even play. Like, their hands have just been more powerful than ours because they've just drawn Ancestrals and Lotuses more. All right, well, rematch versus the deck that I promised we would beat. And we are currently not beating. I'm going to keep in some swords this time. No, I have Teferis in my deck. I shouldn't need swords in my deck. I have Teferis. I should be able to beat constructs with Teferis. And Shieldreds. Ay. Like, I do think this is the matchup we are wanting to play. We have lost the die roll in both matches, though. That is a problem. No, but we have... It's not just 2 Teferis. It's 2 Teferis and 5 Wastelands. We only want Teferi if the Wasteland plan doesn't work. Man, these hands have just not been good. Like, where are our forces? Or, sorry, where are our Ancestral? I mean, I have to keep this one. It has a force in it. They have kept a 7-card hand, though. This hand doesn't even have a Wasteland in it, so I'm not sure it's good. Jewel Shops looks so good when my opponents play it. It's crazy. I mean, our opponents have drawn it in every game. It's not unreasonable for us to draw it sometimes, yeah? All right, so this should shut down most of their stuff that is not Saga. But they still have an active top, unfortunately. We should probably use our jet here, yeah. Jewel is really, really strong. I don't know. I can't get it to work for me, unfortunately, but... Yep, I'm immediate Saga. And a Displacer Kitten? Okay. We need to draw immediate Wasteland is what we need to draw. I don't think we're winning this game either. We're just getting abused by Saga draws. Like, traditionally, this Lavinia Cannonball draw is very, very good against Jewel, but not good enough. Did not draw Wasteland. Oh, I mean, that can't even draw it, right? Connive is loot, right? Connive is loot. All right. Okay. So we can suicide the Cannonball and try to find a Wasteland. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, here we go. This is the one, chat. We are up against Amir, who is a very powerful wizard, but a wizard who likes to play Jeskai, which is a fatal flaw. So let's see what we can do. We have turn 1 Black Lotus Yoshimaru Thalia. How can we possibly lose? What can opponent truly do against cards of this power? Look how good this card is here. This is it's a 1-mana 2/2. Strong. Are we the first player to ever cast Black Lotus Yoshibaru? True or false? That's a pretty good draw too, actually. Ready? Are we no. Hmm. 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 I feel like we should just let this go. I mean, they get to fluster our fluster. Meh. Yeah. My first instinct is I want to let it go, but this fluster is kind of nice. Are we getting flustered back? No fluster back. This looks like a sign of weakness from the opponent. What will they do against such powerful legendary creatures? Trigger on the stack. Hold on, we need to. We need to record this moment in history. We need to. This is a moment that needs to be cherished by everyone. Truly, truly incredible. F6. We actually can't cast any legendaries off of Tundra Wasteland, so I'm not sure this creature ever becomes a 3/3. I honestly don't think this is ever going to become a 3/3 in this game. Valuable. It's okay. Can they? Can they really beat this? 2-mana Ponder. The game is over. Put it away. Perfect. This looks beatable. My opponent is playing Jeskai. How can this possibly be beatable? We're going to wasteland their Tundra. The game ends. The game is over. You may concede. They're at 15 life. They're at 11 life. Concede. You can't even cast swords. Ooh, imagine if we draw a land and then we can play Lavinia and make this a 3/3. This is true legacy gaming. Oh, they drew a Tundra. All right, what do you got for me? Iconoclast. That could be problematic. All right. I won't allow it. You have a force? No force. Oh my lord. Okay, come on, 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 come on. Land, 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 land. That's a Gideon of the Trials, not a land. All right, they need to find a removal spell or a creature, and they don't have a Lurrus. Dogs are greater than cats. That's a Lavinia. Come on, let me cast my Lavinia, please. It's so good here. Hope of Garroper does not make mana with our Mox Amber, so come on, baby. Just give me a Plaza of the Heroes. Plaza of the Heroes? Plaza of the Heroes? Oh, it's even better. Oh my god. Send them packing. Oh, it's a legendary pumps you. No. I would have missed that in paper. Okay, we need more Yoshimaras and more Caracas. I had no idea. It makes so much sense. All right, so my opponent is playing Jeskai. We're gonna board in Swords to Plowshares. Can we really afford to be chalicing on one? Not really. We will board out one negation and one chalice. No, we will board out one Chrome Mox and one chalice. Oh my god. Look at this hand. Brilliant. I boarded out Petal, not Chrome Mox. You're right. I did board out Petal, not Chrome Mox. Okay. Can't believe that happened. Okay, serious mode. We gotta beat Jeskai. That's not bad. Okay, all right. Pass the turn. What do you got? I'm probably supposed to play the Mox Amber so that I don't get Lavinia'd, but I am gonna fetch a basic island just in case they're on Wastelands, and I'm gonna try to resolve this Ancestral Recall now. I don't have the ability to like pay for Flusterstorm, so while they're tapped out of Flusterstorm and Pyroblast, make them use a Force. Jeskai sometimes runs Waste. I don't know for sure. Am I playing the prelim tonight? No prelim tonight. We are just Esper Legends gaming currently. All right, I'm going to play my Mox Amber, and then I'm going to play the Plaza of the Heroes, and then I'm going to make one white mana with my Plaza and play my Lavinia, turning on my Mox Amber for Flusterstorm. And if they Pyroblast this, I have Mental Misstep. Oh, this deck is broken. How could we ever lose? All we needed to do was play against a more unplayable deck, Jeskai. No shot. Game's over. Opponent may concede at any time. Man, watch them cast Expressive Iteration here. Boom, Flusterstorm. I'll let Preordain resolve. I'll allow it. I will allow it. Imagine playing Pyroblast in this year 2023. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. They went top on their Preordain. Cruz? Oh, Lavinia. Sure. Okay. Thalia. Ooh, that is a tough choice. Because if we play Thalia, we cannot play Flusterstorm. I don't know. Don't know. I am not sure. Like, what? I guess if they play Treasure Cruise, I guess they can't play Treasure Cruise because we have a Lavinia. Yeah, probably true. I was thinking about Cruise, but I guess Expressive Iteration is 3 mana here. I don't know. I don't really want them to resolve Expressive Iteration. Like, we can just wait for a mana and then play Thalia. I don't know. I think playing Thalia here is a little sus. It's a wee bit sus. Tabernacle? You're a creature deck. We're both creature decks. I would never bring in Tabernacle in this matchup. %0 chance. Oh, now I can Flusterstorm. Nice Thalia Lavinia combination right there. Maybe they'll see that they can cast Dreadhorde Arcanist spells now that I've showed them the Mox Jet play. Oh, they've let the Lavinia go. Uh-oh. If they Pyroblast, we have Flusterstorm, so. No shot. We've got answers for days. My deck is just so much better than theirs. What can I say? Excellent deck building. Oh, Pyroblast? They figured it out? No, Amir has not figured it out. I think we're just gonna play more cards. I want to start conniving. I mean, we were beating all of their lines, Code. What are you talking about? We have Flusterstorm. So what does this do? All right, so I have to attack with Lavinia, because if I miss on... Wait, no, I can always discard a non-land, right? So better to... I mean, are you really gonna argue with me that Esper Legend is not better than Jeskai, Code? You're losing that argument. Attack with both. Are we sure? I only get one creature to target on, right? Yeah, but then they have a free attack back, and they Pyroblast and everything. Looks worse for me. They just swords on this way back here. This doesn't look I guess Flusterstorm is quickly outweighing its use. Well, that was a pretty good connive, I guess. All right, take a bunch of damage. I'm not really sure we're winning this game. Like, if they just attack Swords the Thalia, Mystic Sanctuary. They just get the double swords here? Is it just doomed? Looks a little doomed. Maybe they'll use all their removal and then we'll play a Shieldred. Edric seems better. No. They got rid of the Lavinia. Oh, they still haven't figured out that they can pay with Thalia. All right, so Thalia goes down here. They could still Pyroblast for Fiend, but they can't Pyroblast Shieldred. So... not that bad. No, a Jeskai can't beat any deck. This is what we've been through. If they didn't have Tabernacle, we would be able to hold up Plaza of Heroes for their removal. Unfortunately, we have not been able to do that. If I can draw a land, I'll have Fluster for Shieldred. Okay. So, I guess none of this matters really, right? Do I even want to hold up Flusterstorm? Well, I don't want Jace. Why do I want Jace? I kind of do want to hold up Flusterstorm. Face is worse than Camball here. If they have a second Sword Supply shares, things get kind of bad, right? Yup. Oh my god, they're so good at this game. All right. It's fine. Everything's fine. They're going to flashback Swords or Pyroblast on my Rafine. I let them pay and then fluster it. Yeah, I mean, they drew Swords for turn, for sure. Yep, they're going to go for Pyroblast. Pay for the ward. Fluster it. I mean, I have Plaza of Heroes next turn for my Rafine, right? At some point, I have to be able to hold up this stupid Plaza. Maybe not, because I have to keep playing creatures. 1, 2, 3. Costs 3+. I don't really want to pitch. Damn it. These cards are so good. All right. I think we just let our things keep dying. I don't need to keep playing creatures. What if I do need to keep playing creatures? This deals them an extra 2 damage. And then they take 2, and we play a Shielder, and they die on their upkeep. I think this is better. I think just playing creatures is better. Yeah, what's a Beerus? I guess they could technically, like, force the Shieldred. Hmm. I mean, I bet they don't know that this gives hexproof, so maybe we would have won if we had just done that at some point instead. I don't want to lose my Mox Amber mana, but... Yeah, I mean, we're still a vintage deck. Like, I don't feel like the Plaza would have been so expensive if we had been drawing, like, forces and swords instead, but we've just drawn creatures every turn. So... it's been a little bit different, right? Like, we've drawn pretty well in this game, I would say. Though I guess not drawing any of our 4 swords or 2 Teferis for this stupid Dreadhorde Arcanist has been kind of annoying. This whole game was like really annoying because of Tabernacle, which is just very odd. I don't think you're supposed to board in Tabernacle here, but... Ragavan is not a playable vintage card. I can't play that card in my deck. It's definitely not a Ragavan deck. There are no Ragavan decks in vintage. If you play Ragavan in your deck is bad. Also, I sold my Ragavans. That definitely has nothing to do with what I'm saying. Why is he bad? Because he doesn't connect against decks, and then if he does connect, it's not good. So the game is over. The way I chose to play this game out also won the game, so... suck it. I don't think it's that good against Doomsday. It's pretty easy to play around with just Street Wraith. You just put a Street Wraith on top of your library. Wasteland their own Tabernacle. God bless. Also take 2 when you draw a card. Also take 2 when you cast a spell. Also known as, you are locked out of the game. The game is over. You may concede at any moment. This is dig through time. That also loses the game. I have a Camball in play. People have not played against Camball in so long. Disappointing, really. Even if you cast a removal spell now, you die. You gotta pay your taxes. If you don't pay your taxes, you're just dying. Oh, broken deck. Chalk it up. There will be no O5s. Okay, here we go, chat. We're continuing our winning ways with this beautiful hand. Keep, I guess. Code is trying to snipe me with his more unplayable pile. Come on now. None of that. How can my opponent truly beat a hand of this power level? What? What? Good luck? I'm gonna need it. Can you give me like more than good luck? Can you say like very good luck or like amazing luck? Yeah, something like that. Is this just Tinker with Flusterbacka? Oh boy, it looks like it is. It sure looks like it is. Is your deck gonna lose to Jeskai Code? That would be embarrassing. Not even Esper Legends loses to Jeskai. Oh, okay. This is not allowable. Go away. Most of the time, if my decks lose to Bug or Jeskai, I just scrap them. Drop League, delete deck. That's how you know your deck is no good. Strip mine? Don't mind if I do. Was that not a good one? It's a strip mine. Don't mind if I do. No?
No, it's good.
This is your brand of humor. You need to laugh. If you don't laugh, then what's the point?
Sorry, about Irish independence.
Oh my god.
Good.
Chat.
As good as mine, though.
Not as good as. This is her sense of humor. Am I wrong? No, I'm never wrong. Thank you. Dahlia, what do you have to say about that, Taniguchi? I think we're winning this game. My opponent's lost a lot of crypt flips. Another crypt flip? My opponent is me. They got their basic strip mine and they've lost every crypt flip. Beautiful. Not the best draw. Should we show them Plaza of Heroes? I guess we'll show them Plaza of Heroes. Why not? Might as well confuse them a little more, right? They won that crypt flip. All's right in the world. Coach losing to Jeskai. Embarrassing. Delete your deck. Do it now. Ooh, my opponent is about to get Lavinia with no lands in play. White, blue, Thalia. Would you like to concede? You may concede at any time. Like in your upkeep. Technically won the flip, so I guess the game goes on. But how can you play spells? And how can you remove my creatures? I have a Plaza of Heroes. The strongest of plazas. Die. 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 Dead. All right. So some kind of Tinker deck, maybe? Hard to say. I think this is a bring in Null Rod matchup. And then a bring out the... I love Yoshimaru, but probably not Yoshimaru here. Probably not Gideon. Probably not Chrome Mox. Maybe Chrome Mox, actually. Probably not Swords to Plowshares. We'll remove our removal and keep in all of our anti-combo. No, it does nothing. Come on, chat. Pull it together. Graphene is fantastic. My deck building is far superior to the average mortal. This is probably a keep, even though I can't cast any spells. I have a turn 1 null rod and a force against something. It's probably good. No, we're going 3-2. This deck is great. I don't know what's going on with the doubters. This is a 3-2 deck if I've ever seen one. It has force and ancestral. What more could you really ask for? I actually think Graphene's kind of good. Getting to loot away bad legends. Yeah, I think this is actually going to be a null rod angle instead of a wasteland angle, because they shouldn't be able to make any saga tokens.
Sure, it's so tiny.
I know, I fixed it. Got him. Nice saga. Good try. Come again another time. I do have to draw lands to win this game, probably, but if my opponent doesn't have a follow-up land... Oh, no follow-up land? I also have no follow-up land. You may search with your saga. I love a good vanishing land. Nothing like a land that doesn't actually make mana and then goes away. You do love to see it. Are we going to Needle Wasteland? Not bad, not bad. Nice play. Nice play. And then pass. Saga is fixing. Saga is shit. Get out of my house. Concede. You may concede at any time. Thank you for playing Saga. It's been a great time. Thank you for letting me win the game. I appreciate that. Ooh, that's a good draw. Of heroes. I think it's just another null rod angle. Yeah, Saga is fixing. Match fixing. Where you lose the game when you play it. You may concede at any time. Oh, the Tabernacle. Everyone's bringing in Tabernacles against me. Little rude, huh? No, I could have played a Rafine. So rude. I mean, I would have wasteland the Tundra if I could wasteland, so. This makes black mana. What are you talking about? I just can't make white, blue, and black mana. The Plaza makes all the kinds of mana. It's a great card. How can they really beat a 2/1 first striker, though? Realistically, like, what are they really doing? Can I get another Plaza, maybe? Can I get a little... Ask and you shall receive. White, black, blue. Have you tried simply asking for one? Connive. Oh, that's actually kind of a hard choice. I don't think we need a Shieldred anymore. And I have to pay for so much. Let's get the damage in. Like, after this turn, I can just hold up Force and attack with both of these creatures, and that's just winning, right? And I have to pay 2. Oh, they hit the land, they hit the land, they hit the land. They can cast a Swords to Plowshares. They can cast a Swords to Plowshares. It is happening. They cast Ancestral? Bold. So bold. They are dead. They are super dead. No shot. My My deck is busted. I can't believe we lost to Jewel Shops with this deck. This deck looks so good on paper against Jewel Shops. I don't understand. Okay, here we are. 5th final round with Esper Legends and Vintage. Can we go positive and get the money back? Let's see. I do think this deck is good against blue decks. I know we lost to Coveted Jewel twice, but I mean, I feel like it's not that bad. A Wasteland Ancestral Force of Will deck, how bad could it be? Oh, I would crush Pio. What are you talking about, Code? This deck is nuts against Pio. I mean, we have a Wasteland for Bazaar. You want me to play Pio versus your anti-Pio pile? What's wrong with you? All right. I don't sign myself up for torture. Like, come on now. My streaming is torture? Don't tell chat. You're making fun of them. Sorry, chat. She says you're torture.
No.
Yikes. Any suggestions for someone new to Vintage? Yeah. So what I usually do when someone asks any suggestions for someone new to Vintage is you tell chat what decks you like in other formats, and then we will tell you the closest Vintage deck to that style of gameplay, and that usually helps. Don't do whatever code provider says. So Jellyfish, tell chat what you like to play in other formats, and chat will usually come up with a reasonable selection of decks that meet your needs. I'm gonna get a basic
Join the Discord.
island and join the Discord! Exclamation mark Discord in chat. I guess I can do that. I guess I have that power. Anyways, it's just for recall target myself. Resolvers. We got resolvers. I can't cast this. That's unfortunate. Well, I can cast this, but hardened scales, lands, and reanimator. Yeah, aggro shop seems like a fine starting place. You could also just play mono white initiative. I think both of those are fine starting places. Bazaar of Baghdad, eh? I don't know if our deck can beat Bazaar of Baghdad, to be fair. Chalice is only hurting me. A classic. And their Dredge. I mean, we have a Wasteland, right? No. Rest in peace, Lavinia. Man, that's a hell of a hand, though. Bazaar, Golgari, Gravechill, Icarus, Stinkweed him. I seem dedged. Beerus, not every Dredge player is as lucky as you are. They can't just hit all 4 Creeping Chills in the top 10 cards of their library. Though if they have a hollow one, I would consider ourselves dead. No hollow one. This Chalice is ruining my life. This Chalice is absolutely ruining my entire life. I could play a Rafine this turn. I think we would actually be in a good spot if I could play my stupid spells. I mean, I have to play the Chalice. They have the Nox. Okay. All right, we go next. It was a close game. Both teams fought hard. All right. So we have the sideboard plan. Chalice, bad. Negation, horrible. Gideon, terrible. Camball, awful. Mental misstep. If they have Noxious, probably fine. Caracas, probably not necessary. I don't know if we actually allowed to cut mana sources, though, to be honest. We can talk about it some other time, Chess Night. I'm not 100% sure that everyone will be happy with that. But we can talk about some other time. Teferi seems bad. That seems bad. We can't cut so many blue cards, though. We do need some swords for hollow ones. Maybe we can play like one less Dahlia. Yes, I'm aware how Dredge and Shieldred work. I don't know if it matters, though. We kind of need it. And we have ley lines, so... I'm gonna try this. Seems fine. Hopefully we draw some ley line hands, because we really need ley line here. I think we do need swords for hollow one. Yeah. I think this is a keeper. I'm down. We just need to draw the Shieldred, and then we'll be good. I don't think that's a true statement. I really don't think that's a true statement at all, Code. I think you're entirely off base. Yoshimaru. I'm not gonna play Black Lotus Yoshimaru. I'm gonna wait. We're gonna find some backup plan here. Sure, why not? Come on, Thalia maybe? Thalia would be super good because the ley line will never get destroyed. I can crack... I can't cast this card ever. I can only cut so many Magic the Gathering cards. We're just gonna wait. The combo is here. Cast Black Lotus. Cast Yoshimaru. Cast Mox Amber, trigger Yoshimaru. Come on, baby. Give me a 1/1. It's a little 1/1. What's the worst that could happen? Just kidding. It's a 2/3. It's a 2/2. It's a 3/3. They're deep in the tank. They're forcing Yoshimaru.
Oh,
How dare you?
he was watching stream.
Thalia. What? Uh-oh. All right, we're game's over. It's fine. Not like they have a follow-up, bizarre or anything. It's a GG easy angle. How do you beat a Thalia? Jesus. Fair, super fair. It has partner, so you really can't let Yoshimaru resolve. I can't believe they forced Yoshimaru. Crazy. It was the right thing to do? All right. Oh, we could still lose this game. Opponent just draws Bazaar, puts a bunch of Dredgers in their yard. Could lose. They have to draw Bazaar, but if they draw Bazaar, I think there's... I mean, I guess they could pitch to hand. Come on! Yo, Bazaar gamers are completely unfair. This is ridiculous, man. This 3 in 38? 3 in 39? That's so ridiculous. How are Bazaar gamers so whitelisted? They have 3 draws in their entire deck that do anything. Oh, they have no Dredgers. Never mind. Bazaar gamers are not whitelisted. In fact, they're garbage. Especially Lord Beerus. Second Bazaar. Oh, come on! Bruh. What is it like? And a hollow one? It's doomed. It's actually just doomed. Yeah, but they'll find Dredgers. That's the easiest thing for them to find. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They hit 3 Bazaars in their top 27 cards. And they forced Yoshimaru. They shouldn't even wasteland this Tabernacle. They should just pay for their hollow one and let my Talia die. Oh. Oh. It's doomed. It's doomed. We like can't win either. Oh, there's the Stinkweed Imp. Got us. We have no counterplay. We're dead. We're actually just dead. Off me. It's a sad way to go. You gotta love it when your Black Lotus, Leyline, Wasteland, Tabernacle hand is not even close to good enough to beating Dredge. Not even close to good enough. It's too late, friend. It is too late. Nothing we do at this point of the game has any merit. I simply had less wastelands than they had bazaars. Okay, sad day. 2-3. You know what? It could have gone worse. It could have gone worse. 2 3ers. Congratulations. You have won. Enjoy your points. Okay, so thoughts. I don't think I have thoughts. We should have played 4 Yoshimaru. That's my thought. My thought is we should have played 4 Yoshimaru. If I could go back in time, I would play more legendary dogs. It's just like Pokemon. Exactly the same as Pokemon. We did not activate Plaza of the Heroes, but that was mostly a conscious choice because I chose to play more creatures instead of holding up a Plaza activation. It's absolutely possible we were supposed to hold up Plaza activation against Dreadhorde Arcanist. So, yeah. The mana seemed to work okay, actually, which is an interesting thing to think about. Yeah, but that was fun though. I had a good time. But I do think the theory of you can play Ancestral Time Walk 6 forces and throw a bunch of random cards in your deck and still win is definitely true. Though I am surprised that we went 0-2 against Jewel, because I would think that the 3 Lavinia 6 forces deck would be, and 5 Wasteland deck would be an extremely effective way to beat Jewel Shops. And the fact that we got kind of crushed by Jewel Shops, Lavinia is better than Collector Roof in the matchup code, so I don't know what you're talking about. I'm pretty surprised that this deck lost to Jewel Shops twice, to be honest, because I think this is looks like a very strong list against Jewel Shops. Anyways, this was fun. I will be streaming again on Friday, 2 p.m. For a vintage preliminary event, because I won't be able to stream this Saturday. New content coming on the YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. I will see you then.